Everyone, hello. Sorry, I my dogs. They must be all like discombobulated today because we are having a little storm that's bringing ice and sleet and everything. So they called off school today in our area, and so that meant no hustle and bustle of getting Owen off to school and all of that. So anyway, I'm going to use that as an excuse for why I'm a couple minutes late. How are you all? It's Friday. We hit Friday. Yay. And it's Freebie Friday, which makes it doubly sweet. And we are working on a beautiful design for for Freebie Friday from our friend at Designs by Miss Mandee. And this is the first time that we've done a design by Miss Mandee. And it was a little challenging because I wanted to change things up a little, which I did. But I did get it done, and I want to show you how to put it together. This is what we're putting together. It is, let's make sure you can see it all. It's sort of a shadow box. You see here that there are layers in this. There's one, two, three, four layers on the inside. And then if you look through there, there's a heart with the word love. And then there's also this nice detail right here of the rolled flowers and this gold leaf um, item. It adheres on the side, and the back is nothing really. I think you could probably make a back to it if you wanted to give it to somebody. But it's really a cute item, and it is free. And I want to show you how to get it and do all of that stuff in today's episode. However, but first, I want to just announce a couple of things. One is that the giveaway for February is now live. And I will post a link. I started doing that yesterday and I got off track. So I will post a link after the show, and I'll put it in the description of the video. It's going to run from today, which is the 4th of February, until the 20, I think I set it for the 25th. So we'll have 1, 2, 3 full weeks where we'll give away 5 Cricut Bright Pad Go tablets. It's a retail value of $100, and that is going to be provided to us by our friends over at Cricut. Thank you, Cricut. And let's see, we're also going to have, although it's not set up just yet, we're also going to have a giveaway that's going to be centered around, I think, TikTok and Instagram, where we're going to give away some cuties so that we can increase our viewership over there on those channels, because we have to keep trying there. In order to put your name in for this giveaway, in order to win one of these Cricut Bright Pad Goes, you will need to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is really easy, fun, and free. There is no purchase necessary. Once you're subscribed, you can also like, comment, and share any of the videos to be able to put your name in again. So you can not only put your name in once, but you can put it in multiple times. And obviously, I don't have to tell you this, but multiple entries will increase your odds of winning, and we'll pick winners over the course of the days of the next 3 weeks, and just like we did in January. So there'll be 5 winners that we'll pick over the next 3 weeks. Okay. And I'll set up the Cricut Cutie giveaway this weekend. Also want to remind you that this Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, we're coming to you live from downtown Peabody Square where we're going to be at Create and Escape DIY Studios. And we're going to be with our friends Wendy and Pasquale, where we will. Let's see, we will be making a beautiful circular sign for Valentine's Day. It says hello love, and we'll be using the technique of stencil on wood, which a lot of people really like, and I do too. uh, and so we will show you how she does that. There will be kits available, or at least that's our thought process. If you are local and you want to pick up kits on how to do this, you can do that. She also will have eventually a shipping option as well. Okay. And since it's the end of the week, we are not having date night this week, but we are going to have next Saturday night. Yes, next Saturday night. We're going to do. I'm thinking we're going to do date night on Saturday night. However, we do need to put in our Zoom call. So why don't we do our Zoom call next Saturday, which is the 12th? It'd be kind of nice to have see all of your shining faces, and it's Valentine's Day weekend, basically right before the weekend. So maybe we can just kind of talk about Valentine gift ideas that maybe you've had or what you've been working on, and that will be on the 12th. Next week we have a jam-packed week already. I'm going to be showing you all the different colors that are available for holographic iron-on and which color looks like which, because I know a lot of people are very interested in that. So we're going to be doing that. Plus we have some Valentine projects as well. And so I hope you tune in, and I definitely hope that you subscribe and share it with everybody, because it's always good to be able to reach more and more people. And I thank you all for helping me do that. Okay. I also need to say, because my friend said you have to mention it every single day. So I need to say that these are free. I always do these videos, and I started doing it mostly for myself, to keep myself busy and my mind off of COVID and cancer, but now has developed into a much bigger thing. And so I just want to mention that if you would like to support me, you can on Patreon, which will have soon we'll have a lot more content on there. And I have my website, which is missrita-to-the-rescue.com. But on Patreon, I am Miss Rita to the Rescue one. So if you want to look and see so if you gain something from these videos, whether you're watching every day or just catching up on the weekends, I would encourage you to, if you feel so inclined, to support me through Patreon. You can also support me through Facebook by giving me stars, and they have also these $5 subscription model as well. So there you go. And then the third way to support me is to use my affiliate links. I am an affiliate at Amazon, at Cricut, of course, Michael's, and a few others like Create for Less and Dollar Tree. All right, so let's stop talking about that stuff, and let me just say hello to all of my friends. I hope you are doing well, staying out of that ice. We are working on a project from this young lady. Her name is Mandee Thomas, and she has a website. It's called Designs by Miss Mandee, and it's Mandee spelled with two E's, not I-E. So MANDEE.com. My understanding is that all of her files are free, and the way that she does this is she asks for people to donate or give a tip, basically, and that's how she makes her money. And I just want to scroll through and show you some of these amazing things that she has been making. She really likes 3D things, as do I. So this is really lovely. She's got some beautiful projects here, and these are just set up by date. But I think she also has like a search feature up here. Let's see. This is all ad. So she obviously so she's a patron at Patreon. She's a Patreon person right here. And then let's see. She has ads here, and then you can go to free items. I think this is right. No, wrong. Wrong. This is an ad. So we're going to go to printable and cut files. And then here also here you see download. So she has both graphics and fonts that are available. She does offer tutorials right here. It's kind of a light color, so it's easy to kind of miss. So tutorials, and then there's how you can contact her and learn about her. So she has a lot of files, both printables, so like print and cut items. She has cut files. She has fonts. There's a lot going on. And recently, as my friend Loretta pointed out, she just posted this, which is a gnome box, Valentine gnome box file, which is really cute. There's 3 different kinds, and they're box, and Loretta did them. I haven't had a chance to do them, but what we're going to be working on is this one that came out at the end of January. It's called the Valentine Paper Art Scene. Okay. So what we'll do is you can navigate over to Designs by Miss Mandee and find this Valentine paper art scene, which you can see here. It says free die cut, and this is what it looks like. Let me just, I don't know why it looks, there it is. There. Okay. So it's hard to see all of the layers here, but it really is beautiful. And I of course had to put my little spin on it, and I'll show you what I have to do. So here is where what you would do. You would download this file. Just click here. There's no reason to like do the account and all of that like a lot of the other places do. You just hit download, okay? And it will download here. So this is a little confusing, I think, for people. What you need to do is once you get here, this is the zip. So you're going to also go here to, in my case, is a little download file. You don't want to open these up, I don't think. Let me check. I'm pretty sure when I did this, which was a couple weeks ago, when I opened it up, it opened in Inkscape, which is another software product. So what I would do is just download this whole thing, and it will go to my download file. So then I will go over here to my download file, and I will see, yep, here it is at the bottom of my download file. So I'm just going to move these. These are things that I was working with somebody on. Let me just get rid of this. You don't need to see all this crap. All right, so here it is, Valentine Paper Art Scene by Miss Mandee. And you'll see when you open up that file, you'll see that there's a PDF. So I didn't actually print this PDF, although I probably should have. It would have made things a little easier to see. And I'm trying to see where it is. Does it? Okay. So she offers this PDF for people. There's not instructions on it, but rather it's the actual templates for this. So imagine if you had to cut this out by hand. No, not for me. But that's what that PDF is for. So then you'll see that there is this 2 SVG files. So this one here just says Valentine paper scene, and the next one says no score lines. We're going to actually upload the one that does have score lines. So we're going to go over to our Cricut design space, and I'm just going to save this because this is my file that I used to create my box. Okay, so I'm going to do new. And then I'm going right here to upload. So remember, on Fridays, these freebies are going to be coming from all different places outside of Design Space. So these designers are, look at all my cutesy designs that I downloaded over the weekend. So cute. But these designs have to be downloaded to your whatever device and then uploaded to Design Space. It's a two-step process that you don't normally have to do during the week when we do designs from right in Design Space. Okay, so what you would do is you would I see my download right here, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So I'm going to hit that upload, and then there is this sort of button. It says upload image, so I'm going to click that, and then I'm going to browse. When I browse, it will bring up my download file. Now, you might have to navigate around looking for it, and I do so hope that it's going to work. There it is. So this is my download file, and then we can navigate to the Valentine paper scene from Miss Mandee, and we're going to choose, even though the names are kind of cut off, we're going to choose, I think it's this one, because we want the one that has score lines. Okay, so we're going to choose that, and then we hit open, and hopefully this works. I don't know why it's not working. I think I have a problem with my computer. Okay, so here we go. This is what we want, and we are going to upload, which is down here, that green button. We're going to upload it, okay? We can set a name to it and everything, but I just keep the name that is listed. So once we have it upload, it will reside here in our recent uploads. And as you can see, I have 1,600 uploads. I'm a very bad person. I shouldn't have this many uploads, but here are a bunch of uploads that I've done. And I really should get rid of them as time goes on, and also duplicates. So these are duplicates. You can, by the way, delete them just clicking on those triple dots, you see. So over here is actually a duplicate. So I click on the triple dots like this, and I delete it. Okay. So that's how you get rid of those. And then here is the image that we want to pull in. So we just click on that. It gets surrounded by a green box, and then we hit add to canvas. I think I actually had two copies of it selected, which not so great. But anyway. All right, I gotta see. My eyesight's not so good today. Annette, looking at the chat. Okay, so here we go. It's a big file, and yes, I did bring it in twice. So I'm just going to take this one and delete it. All right, so it's a big file. This does create a rather large. Let's see, how large is it? It's like 5 by 7, but it is a box. Okay. Technically, you could probably fold it and mail it, but it's a little tough to do because there's this stuff on the front. Anyway, so here it comes in, and we're going to ungroup it first, okay, so that we can see everything all at once, and then we're going to select all of those and hit align center. That's just to bring all those pieces together. And let's unpack this. So we have, these are our what do you call them, layers. These are our layers. This is the actual back of the box, and this is going to go in front, like on the inside edge. It's like sort of a backdrop. And these two pieces are the front, and they layer like this. They're going to close up the box. And then we have 1, 2, 3 rolled flowers, and 1, 2, 3 gold leaves. There's 1, 2, 3. And then for the sides, so this will fit right here, the sides, there are these pretty detailed heart things. And then last but not least, we have this love that is duplicated. I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's get closer so you can see. Get closer. Get a little closer. Okay, so his very, very pretty detailed heart. It's 3 layers. And then we have our little love. And this actually is going to go right on top of, I'm going to use those foam dots. To complete this, you are going to need, I think it's 7 different colors. I played around with the colors a little bit. I added some glitter to the front. Like, I did not like that this was just plain. And after I looked at her design, she had like a patterned piece for this, but I decided to substitute it with glitter. And let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I also substitute a little bit more glitter, like for the love, because I didn't think it really popped on mine. So I did that. And then to make these rolled hearts, which if you haven't done them before, they're fun, fairly easy to do, but you need a tool to do them. And if you do not have the tool, it's called a quilling tool. And I'm going to show you. These are ones that I bought. They are made in, I think, China or Japan. And so there are like this, I got 5 different ones. This is an oldie, but one that I love. It's by Cricut. It's a quilling tool, you see. And I've had it forever. So if you don't have these or can't get your hands on these, you will need something like this, which is a tweezer. It's actually a, what do they call this? Like an automatic closed tweezer. So you will need that. You're going to need some glue, obviously, but also you're going to need some double stick foam. So these are the double stick foam that I used. And so to do that, so you need like, I think it's like 8 different colors and those special pieces. Now, if you don't have you don't have those things, you can do it without it. Don't worry. But the one thing you have to do is you need to change all of these. See right here? This is actually, it said it's score line, but it's not. It's a cut line. That is because when a designer is designing something, they can't put our score lines in. So most of the time, what designers do is they put like a dashed cut line in, and to take the place of the scoring. But in this case, Mandee has just put in cut lines and is asked you to go ahead and switch them over to score lines. So I want to show you how to do that, because if you were to cut this without doing this, this would cause a major problem in your design. So with each layer that has scoring, and let me just isolate those. I'm just going to move this over here. Move this. So there's what, 4 or 5 layers? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 layers here that have scoring or really cut lines. Okay. So what we're going to do is click on one of them, and then over on the right, you're going to see it says Valentine paper art. And then you're going to see like 2, almost like you can't see. It says basic cut. Okay. Basic cut, basic cut. And then here is the actual cut. Okay. These 2 here are going to be changed to score lines. So you're going to click on this, just that basic cut, and then you're going to come right over here to operation, and you are going to use the drop down button and choose score. Okay. Now, you're going to do that same thing. Oh, okay. So isolate this, choose the drop down box, hit score. Now, for those of you that are not using a scoring wheel is only for the maker. If you're going to be using the scoring stylus and you want to make the score lines extra deep, um, what I would suggest is you duplicate the score lines. So while you're making these changes, right, we're going to isolate that score and we're going to duplicate it. And you'll see it shows up over here. And then just kind of put it right on top of the other one, as close as you can get. And then we're going to also, let's do the same thing with the next one. We're going to duplicate it and sort of move it over to on top. So this is something you would do if you didn't want to use your scoring wheel. Okay. So this is the completed file. You still need to attach all those score lines. So you have to select them all. And then you come down here to attach. All right. Which is a paper clip. Okay. So now I have one of my 5 all set up to do scoring, and a double score line with the scoring stylus if you have an Explore. But if you have a maker, you will need to make you will need to select the scoring stylus. Okay. So you need to do this part for every scored piece, and there's 5 of them. So here you go here, and you go to the score and you change it, and if you want to duplicate it, you can duplicate it. And then if after you duplicate it, then you would select them all and you hit attach, and you would go through and do this for all of these pieces. The rest of the pieces are simply cutouts. Okay. And what I did differently, this sort of beigey color is a gold foil. That's what that color is for. So that will cut out in foil. And this front piece, I actually cut out of glitter. I'll show you what, if you go to cut this. Well, I don't need to show you. I'll show you in my cutout. So once you have all that done, you're just going to cut everything out. And then we're going to work on assembly, which is what we're going to do right now. I'm not going to show you the cutting out because I think that you can handle it. But I am going to show you the assembly, which I think was a little bit confusing for me. So let's move all the way down here to my workspace here and make sure that you can see. Let's check. Okay. So as I mentioned, this is like a box card. We've done box cards before. And basically box cards, there's a scoring that had to take place to create the box card. It has layers. This one has quite a few layers. It has 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the front, which I suppose could be a layer, you could call that. So there's 5 pieces. And then the back is just simply that piece. You could add, if you wanted to add something to the back, but I think most people will be looking at the front. And here's the side, and this is how it goes together. So here are all of my pieces. So let's get started by sort of laying out of the pieces. So all the pieces that need to be scored once they've been scored on the machine, let's put those together. We'll move all these other pieces over because they're sort of like decorations, more or less. Okay, there's my front piece, and which I did in the glitter, and then it's going to layer like this. Okay, but so here is the main piece. You see it had the scores here and then these scores on the side. So make sure you go ahead and fold it. I like to fold it both ways because I like my creases really nice and crisp. Okay, I do that with a lot of stuff. And here is one of the inside folds. So go ahead and fold it. Again, I do this both ways. This is going to go on the inside of the box. That's not a layer. And this one has the creases. Now the crease here is smaller, you see? And that is to indicate where it's going to go inside of the box. Okay. So let's go ahead and fold, double fold one side, then the other. All right. Next one is a thicker tab. Here we go. And then I think the last one. Yep, the last one. These other things are part of like the embellishment. Whoops. Yeah, did I get this? I obviously didn't get this one right. Need to pay attention, Rita. Naughty Rita. All right, here we go. Okay. And this side. Okay, so there are all our box pieces. I'm going to actually bring these pieces in so that you can kind of see how it goes together. So while we have this opened up, we're going to take this piece, whether you choose to cut it out in regular cardstock, which is what I did, or you could also use a pattern piece here. This is going to go in the inside um, of our box. So let's go ahead and just dot some glue on this. Just like this. Just a little so that it can go here. And make sure that you are putting it in between the folds. Just like that, you see? Go ahead and hold that in place or pop that in place. We'll also take these two front pieces and glue those together. Just sort of get that stuff out of the way. All right. Okay. Very pretty. Now we're going to take this, which is the front piece, and this left side piece, and we're going to glue it, that tab, to the front. Okay. If you want to use double stick tape for this, you can. It's up to you. I'm using glue because it's what I had handy, and I'm going to use it for the other pieces, but I could see using double stick tape for this as well. So here is, just make sure it's all nice put together. Okay, so here is the outside of the box. While we're sitting here on the outside of the box, let's grab these two side pieces. 1, 2, and then 1. I don't need this yet. 1, 2. And these will go together. Oops. These will go together like this. I did cut this out in a little bit of gold glitter because I like glitter. I know not everybody likes glitter, but I love glitter, and I especially like glitter cardstock because it doesn't go everywhere like a regular glitter. Excuse me. So we're going to just dot this on, and not a lot of glue. We don't want it to come seeping out, but we're going to line this up just like this and try to be precise, which I'm not being. Okay. And then these are going to go right here. So you can put them on now. It doesn't matter. You can put them on now if you want to, or not. You can do it later if you want. But I like to kind of have everything going. Whoops. There. So glittery. I also use this gold. I had a nice full sheet of gold foil for to use, but if you don't have a full 12 by 12 inch, you can use the 8.5 by 11. You just have to sort of fix your cutting out. What did I just do? I put it on this. Fix your cutting out um, so that it cuts on 8.5 by 11. All right. So, and I just put this on wrong because I'm a doofus. I'm a goober. Here we go. I got to show you. I know I forgot to show you some of the gifts that I received at Christmas. And one of them was from my friend Nancy Kuliga, who sent me a box of goobers. Isn't that hilarious? If you're new, you might not know this, but I'm always calling myself a goober when I mess up. And so she sent me this box of goobers that was all decorated, so cute. It was so thoughtful and funny. I gotta show you. I didn't actually eat them. I'm gonna put them on my desk. Here we go. So now the box itself is done. The box itself is done, and if we wanted to, we could close it up, but we're not going to do that. We're going to open it up to the front, and now we're going to take our layers. Okay, so the layers go in. It's supposed to be it's, and this was a little hard to figure out, but it's supposed to go, this one here is the first inside layer. See that? The first inside layer is this detailed piece, and then behind it is this gold piece, and then there are these two sort of lacy layers. So normally the way I do things is I start from the back and go forward, but I realized that that's probably not the best idea, that we should start from the front and go backward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and put glue on that tab. I'm going to make sure I do it right on the seam right here where I will be able to see this, fold it like that. So this, again, double stick tape will work wonderfully here. I am using glue. Maybe I should get my double stick tape. I don't know. Well, we could. Yeah, let's do that. When I did it yesterday, I did it all with glue, but um, double stick tape has a nice quick hold, which is great. All right, as long as I can get it off of there. Yes. Okay, so let's put some double stick on here. What we'll do is we'll put it on both sides, but we will not be removing the right hand side just yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that here. It's a little bit Hi, I don't know if anybody can hear me now, but that's it. This is it. I hope that this helped. You can hear me now? Um, so that is our project for today. I'm sorry if we lost sound. It may have something to do with the storm. And I don't know why I'm still talking. I entertain myself. All right, everybody, that's it for today. Make sure you subscribe so you can see us, and then I will post the link for the giveaway later on. Okay? Sorry about everything. I'll talk to you later. Bye.